YouTube, how are you this morning? I am pretty good. I am at Central States Manufacturing in Cedar Hill, Texas, and it is about 9 a.m. Got here at 7:45, a little later than I had originally planned, but that was pretty much due to my laziness in getting out of bed this morning. And then I had some traffic, but it's Dallas, there's always traffic. Got here, checked in, and pulled around to where they wanted me to unload, and started about 8 o'clock, and I had everything untarped, I was scared, and everything but the dunnage put away by 8:45. So and then it took him about 10 minutes to get it off, and I just got through putting the dunnage away, and I'm sitting out on the street, so waiting. Apparently there are 10 trucks in North Texas, and they're 7 loads short, and I'm number 3. So don't know where I'm going to go or what I'm going to get. I got some good ideas, but I don't want to mention them. This weekend, well, we got in Friday night about, I guess it's about 8:30, something like that. And then he finished packing up his stuff, and then I cleaned the inside of the truck, and we left and took him over to the hotel, checked him in, and I went home. Actually, I didn't go home. I ended up going to Hooters and meeting my wife and my son. That was about 10:30, so I could have something to eat and an adult beverage. And then I went home, and that was it. Got up Saturday morning real early, went picked him up from the hotel, took him down to the Greyhound station so he could go home. I guess that was about 9:30. Excuse me. And then I went back to the house, and I kind of didn't do much of anything. I did do some shopping on Saturday, and I did get the dashcam DVR system from Falcon Electronics. That's dashcam.co if you're interested. I have the dash camera installed at the moment. It's actually behind this camera here. I have not hooked up the rear view camera yet. This is the cable for it. It's about 50 feet. It should be enough to get back to where I want it. The only thing I can see at the moment, though, is I really can't permanently attach it. It's got a little sticky tape thing to stick it, but you know, that stuff doesn't last. So I think what I'm gonna do is when I get to get somewhere, I had some of the truck, but I don't have any more. I'm gonna get some zip ties, and I'm gonna adhere it to the side of the Qualcomm mount, because it's got little slots inside of it. And then because I can turn the camera on the little mount, and then adhere it with the sticky tape, and then put zip ties around it to hold it in place, because I'm gonna need zip ties for this thing anyway, because I can't mount it inside the truck. It's gonna have to be strapped up. I'm not sure how I'm actually gonna do it. I think probably I'm gonna run it down the driver's side of the truck, run down through the door jamb. There is a hole in the floor for wiring, and the storage compartment recess behind the EPU unit where I keep my oil and the inverter and everything is. I'm gonna run it down through that hole and under the body, up the side of the truck, and then across, and I will just zip tie it to the existing cabling that's already out there. And once that's, I think that should be plenty of distance. The only thing I'm not going to do is, it comes with the mini cam that goes in the back, comes with infrared, and I'm not going to hook that up because I have to have power for that. It's got little extra leads on it here for it, and there's no way for me to do that back there. So and I'm not really interested in the infrared anyway, because I'm only going to use that really for shooting the loads. I'm not worried about backing up with it, you know, because the camera's very small. It's only got like a 2.5-inch screen. I can't even see it from here, so I actually have it turned off. the screen. There's no use to having it on. Like I said, got it on Saturday, and I took it out of the box and played with it. Put it together, and then hooked up both the cameras to it, and I stuck it to the. We have a mirror in our lounge. Well, I guess not lounge, but it's the master bedroom sitting room. And I hooked it up to that and put one camera in one place, the little camera in one place, and left the other one sticking to the mirror facing out. And I let it record for about 7 hours, and it looked pretty good. It was indoor light. It wasn't spectacular, but the dual view was kind of cool from 2 different angles. It was really kind of neat. So I'll do a full review later once I get it installed. But I have that, and I have plans for what I'm going to do with it, other than the fact that I've been wanting a dash cam to record all the lunacy that goes on out here, and that stuff like that. But it's mostly to be able to do an easier way of recording what goes on when I load and unload, because simple fact, getting out there and hooking up the GoPro in the mount that I put out there, and then the battery supply that I have to have that allow it to run more than 30 minutes is really a pain in the butt, and I can't leave it up. I have to take it down. I have to put it in before I start to load or unload if I'm showing to unload, and then I have to take it down right afterwards, because the mount is not sturdy enough to handle like highway traffic and all, and I wouldn't want to leave it out there other way exposed to the sun like that. Looks like I just got a load, so I guess I'm not going to be working on this right now. I will let y'all know what it is when I take care of it. See ya. Good afternoon, YouTube. How are you this afternoon? I am pretty good. It is about 12:45 Central Time, and I am at Hydro Aluminum in Commerce, Texas. Just through changing clothes. I just got through loading 9 bundles of alloy bars. They're 9 inches in diameter and 228 inches long, in racks of 4. Got here about 2 hours ago. It was actually, yeah, because it was 10:40 when I pulled up, and went and checked in, and then came through, pulled on the scales, drove around, parked in their loading area, and then I guess it took them about 20-25 minutes for the forklift operator to get all the bars on me. And I was doing the gut strapping first on the first, because it's multiple tiers, and then the wind was really it was really wicked, and sorry, I put my shoes on. Wind was kind of wicked, and didn't get a chance to get one of my straps completely tightened down before they put another bundle on top of it, so I ended up having to unhook it and just lay it underneath and throw another one and put it through. But it's got 3 straps on for gut strapping and 4 over the top to hold the whole thing down. Of course, it's double tarped, 2 canvas and 2 vinyl, 4-foot vinyls. Luckily, I didn't have to break up the 8-foots. Ugh. But it was a challenge, but it was a lot of fun getting those tarps on there in the wind, because it was blowing about 20-25 miles an hour. Another Maverick driver named Tim took a minute to help me get the second tarp on. I was really appreciative of that, because the wind had gotten even stronger once I was getting the second vinyl on. Once I got them on there, it only took about maybe 30 minutes or so to get all the bungees done, because I'm such a perfectionist that everything's got to be, neat and orderly. OCD is a real pain in the butt, I'm telling you. Well, this load is going to Springdale, Arkansas. It's only 300 miles. The whole trip is under 400, so I should get the minimum mileage for the loaded miles. I don't know, I'm not really sure how it works, but it's about 400 miles altogether. And but if you don't know where Commerce is about 70 miles northeast of Dallas, off of I-30, about 10 or 15 miles north of I-30 on Texas 24. It's a nice little town where Texas A&M Commerce is, and it's a straight shot up to Springdale, up 24 to Paris, and once I get to Paris, it's 271, pretty much all the way till I get to Fort Smith, and then up 49 to Springdale. I'm going to stop in Fort Smith. I got so much time. I got 8 hours of on my 14 left, and it's only going to take me 5 hours, five and a half hours maybe, to do this trip. So I'm going to stop in Fort Smith, take a shower, clean up, and then drive up to Springdale. They have overnight parking, so I'll be parking on their lot so I can deliver when they open in the morning. I guess that's pretty much about it. Oh, on my trip, I'm going to take Oklahoma 2. 271 kind of does this circling thing in Oklahoma 2. Cut straight across, and it's a viable truck route. I've driven it before. It's not a bad road. It's not a great road either. But we'll see. So that's pretty much all she wrote for today. I'm going to try and stick to my updates when I unload and or when I load. So with that said, until we talk tomorrow, keep the shiny side up. 73s. I'll be seeing you.